This card chosen for you is from the Fairy Forest, an oracle of the wild green world. Number 3, Sorceress. It is time for you to act, to gather together your wisdom in an organized and structured manner, and create a moment of power. This could mean a ritual to recognize the beginning of a new stage of the life cycle. Similarly, it could mean setting up an important meeting, ensuring you are correctly prepared, and giving your very best throughout the opportunity before you. Gather together your energy, plan your strategy, and set your goals. Choose your time and choose your tools, and meet with all the power you can gather. Before this meeting, whisper to yourself of your goals and your powers. Be sure to fill yourself up with strength and conviction. Raise your head high, straighten your back, set your shoulders, and do not allow any doubt to creep in at this time. Do your homework, be very prepared, and then, when the moment comes, let all this energy and power and self-belief flow out in a very smooth manner. This will help you through a job interview, a case that needs to be made, and gathering together allies and others who believe in you. It will also counteract any kind of self-doubt, negativity, or jealousy that may have been impeding your progress until this point. Every ritual of self-empowerment will be divinely blessed at this time. You must work at bringing back your own power, at harnessing your strong and potent will, which has, until this time, been neglected and underestimated. You are a being of power and commitment. Let us see what you can do when you believe in yourself. At last. Bewitched. This card, pulled for you, is from the Fairies Oracle by Brian Froud. Card number 44. Lees of the Shadows. Healing the shadows, addictions, bondage, self-esteem. Lise works hard. She has a very tough job to do, and she puts a great deal of tough love into it. She prowls the night streets looking for those in need of her help, and finds far too many of them. Lise is the patron fairy of social workers, therapists, healers, and all others who try to help alcoholics and drug addicts and other souls caught in the darkness of their own inner shadows, or who are abused by others who should have protected them. However, she doesn't sit in an office somewhere. She is out there on the dark and dangerous streets, lending a healing hand here, soothing an anguished brow there, whispering comfort and encouragement into a lonely ear, and bringing touch of hopeful rainbow light into the deepest shadows, including those in darkened human hearts. Like the Loam, card 30, much of her work flows through the hearts, and then the hands and words of humans who make themselves available for such work. She inspires souls to connect with one another in a healing way. Her specialty is help for the hopeless, for the ones that most everyone else, including themselves, have given up on. The street people, the lost children of our society, those who have fallen through the cracks and rips in our feeble social safety nets. Like the Loam, she often works through the human hands, and she may call upon you for help in her work. Out of curiosity, I asked Lise why she chose to have her card in this particular group of fairies instead of the one before, where I might have expected her to be more at home. She shrugged, gave me a cheeky grin, and said, "These guys know where to find the best nectar and nuts." Even though she has wings, our Lise is very down to earth and practical. The message for you here is, ultimately, Lise is trying to help people develop true self-respect and self-esteem, but she has to start much farther down the scale of idealism than that. She tries to inspire practical help for those who need it most. She is the inspiration for the worst and the first wobbly steps taken by a damaged soul toward healing. Her presence in a reading indicates that something that had seemed lost and fixed in that loss is now open to healing. Someone is ready to begin with help the climb out of the inner mire. There is hope here and a need for loving kindness, tempered by practicality. If you call upon Lise for assistance in helping another, she will always give it, often by encouraging that person to be receptive and others to also be helpful. She always has time to support those who have time for others. As a warning, this card could signify bondage to addictions, compulsiveness, and self-destructive behavior, anger directed towards self and probably others, and hitting the bottom of the cycle. It may even seem that there is no possible way up. It can also indicate false friends who lead one astray. Separation, loneliness, and isolation are also usually present. A person may sink to this level because of feelings of guilt. If so, she needs to consider the value of atonement at one-ment with self. One-ment with self. Instead of dividing ourselves into judge, criminal, and executioner. It is not always possible to make reparation to those we have hurt, but it is always possible to begin working at developing a better balance with the cosmos through action. We can, for example, work to help others who may have been similarly hurt. This takes courage and determination, but through such action, self-respect can be regained. The singers of courage and healing are with us if we open ourselves to them. Helping others is one way of opening our hearts.